Shari is not slowing down, not even for a second. Just when people thought she might be taking a step back, she's proving again that she's 10 steps ahead of the game. If you thought her journey was just about love and marriage Huntsville, you better think again. Melody is not only walking away from the chaos, but she's building something entirely new, something powerful, intentional, and full of purpose. This woman is creating a new chapter, and it's not just a new show or a new role, it's a full-blown production company. That's right. Shari, along with her powerhouse business partner Don Michelle, is officially stepping into the production world with a mission that's clear and bold. The news started bubbling up when fans noticed a major change in Melody's Instagram bio. What used to say, cast member of Love and Marriage Huntsville now reads, co-founder of Tilted Crowns Productions and Nubian TV. That alone says everything you need to know. She's not waiting for opportunities, she's building them. And she's not just producing stories. She's creating a space where Black women, their truths, their businesses, and their voices are front and center. That small update in her bio quickly turned into a huge conversation, because with Melody, every move has a deeper meaning. It's never random, but that wasn't the only thing that had fans buzzing. Right there in the middle of her new business titles was one line that said everything without saying much at all. Stories just like the child care cartel. Now that right there. That was the breadcrumb. And fans, being the loyal detectives they are, followed that crumb all the way to the whole cake. It didn't take long before people connected the dots. Melody and Don Michelle are working on a new reality series focused on the childcare industry, and not just the surface of it, but the powerful, entrepreneurial side of it. The show is called Child Care Cartel, and let me tell you, it's not what most people would expect. This isn't just a feel-good daycare show. It's being described as a docuseries that highlights Black women who are running million-dollar childcare businesses. We're talking payroll, multi-location franchises, leadership, real estate, and full-blown empires. These women aren't just wiping noses and making lesson plans. They're negotiating contracts, expanding brands, training staff, and setting the standard for what leadership in this industry looks like. One of the taglines already associated with the show says it best: we're not fighting over tables, we own the building. That alone sets the tone. This is about power, ownership, and narrative. It's about giving a voice to women who've been working in silence for far too long. And who better to tell that story than Melody and Don Michelle? These two women are not new to this. They've been in the trenches, they understand the importance of ownership, and they're using their platforms to uplift others. And let's not forget that this isn't just an idea floating in the air. The Child Care Cartel series is already in development. Editing is underway. Melody even posted a message from one of the people involved, saying that things are being delivered, edits are happening, and that the team knows they have a hit on their hands. Melody's response to that message was everything. She said, "We are always working on something, aren't we, Don Michelle?" That one sentence confirmed that this isn't a side hustle. This is a real production with real plans and a serious mission behind it, but it gets better. Melody is already planning an exclusive event called Cartel Code Live, where she'll be giving a sneak peek of the new series to a select audience in Atlanta. And you know how Melody does it: classy, elegant, full of confidence. This isn't just an event. It's a statement. A message to everyone watching that this project isn't just something to be excited about, it's something to respect. It shows Melody is shifting into the role of creator, not just cast member. And that changes everything. Now let's talk about her partner, Don Michelle. This woman is the quiet force behind the scenes. She's the one editing, producing, pulling the pieces together, and working closely with Melody to turn their vision into reality. Don Michelle isn't about clout or credit. She's about quality. And people are noticing. Fans are saying this move was smart, intentional, calculated. And that it sends a powerful message: Black women don't need to wait for permission. They can create their own platforms, tell their own stories, and build their own tables. Social media has been reacting non-stop. Some are calling Melody the queen of reinvention. Others are saying this might be her soft exit from Love and Marriage Huntsville. And honestly, that wouldn't be surprising. After everything she's been through on that show, from betrayal to heartbreak to rebuilding her life, it only makes sense that she'd want to take control of her narrative. And what better way to do that than by starting her own production company and launching a show that highlights real women doing powerful things. Fans are also praising the decision to keep the project between women who understand each other. There's been a lot of talk online about the importance of protecting intellectual property, especially for women. Too often, great ideas get taken, twisted, or turned into something they were never meant to be. But by keeping this project in the hands of women like Melody and Don Michelle, the integrity of the story remains intact. People know it won't be turned into a circus for ratings. It will be powerful, real, and intentional. One YouTuber put it perfectly. They said, this show didn't go to someone who'd turn it into a joke. It went to women who could elevate it. That speaks volumes. And it's not just about the content. It's about ownership. Tilted Crowns Productions and Nubian TV are more than just names. They are platforms built by and for Black women. They exist to tell stories that matter, stories that go beyond the drama, and stories that show the real layers of Black womanhood, leadership, business, and resilience. The emotional piece of this story comes when you hear from the women involved in the actual show. Shari J., one of the central figures of the child care cartel, speaks with so much heart. She talks about the struggles of running a child care business while raising a family, handling bills, managing employees, dealing with clients, and trying to hold everything together. She says this show isn't about drama. It's about changing how people see child care providers. These women are the backbone of their communities, and for the first time, they're getting the recognition they deserve. Shari J's words hit home. She talks about how this business isn't just about care. It's about sacrifice. It's about doing hard work every single day and still showing up for your own children, your own home, your own goals. She says it best, child care owners are the heartbeat of the community. And now, they finally have a spotlight. This project matters. Not just because of the content, but because of what it represents. It shows that reinvention is not only possible, it's powerful. Melody has taken every setback, every obstacle, and turned it into fuel. She's not looking back. She's not clinging to toxic situations or begging for a seat at someone else's table. She's building her own banquet hall. And it's inspiring, and here's the big twist. According to someone close to the Cartel Code Live event, the series has already been picked up for multiple episodes. That means this isn't just a teaser or a maybe. This is real. This show could be on our screens as early as this fall. That's a huge deal. It means the pilot episode isn't just for show, it's the beginning of a much larger plan. Melody and Don Michelle aren't playing. They're launching something big, and they're doing it with purpose. Now fans are asking, what's next? Is this the beginning of a new reality universe for Melody? Is she stepping away from her old show for good? Will Tilted Crowns become a home for other untold stories and powerful voices? It sure looks that way. And judging by the way people are responding, there's a real hunger for this kind of storytelling. People are tired of fake drama, toxic relationships, and worn-out storylines. They want inspiration, leadership, and truth. And that's exactly what this show promises to deliver. At the heart of all of this is something deeper, something emotional. It's about women standing in their truth. It's about creating safe spaces for real stories. And it's about showing the world that Black women can lead, create, and own without having to compromise their vision. Melody is showing us all that power doesn't come from being cast. It comes from being in control. This moment isn't just about a new show. It's about what happens when women decide to stop waiting and start building. When they choose to protect their ideas. When they decide to bet on themselves. That's what Melody Shari is doing. And she's doing it with grace, strength, and focus. So the next time someone asks what Melody is up to, the answer is simple: she's creating empires. She's writing her own script. And she's doing it in a way that lifts other women along the way. She's not done. She's just getting started. Now I want to hear from you. Do you think Tilted Crowns is about to take over reality TV in a whole new way? Is this the beginning of a new creative chapter for Melody? And what are your thoughts on Child Care Cartel? Will it shake the table the way OWN once did? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications. Because this story is just beginning. The empire is rising, and I'll be right here to keep you updated every step of the way. Until next time, remember, your story matters, and your voice is powerful. Never be afraid to build your own.